Jake and his friends had always dared each other to explore the endless cornfields outside their small town. One chilly October evening, they ventured in, laughing and telling ghost stories. As they walked deeper, they noticed an old scarecrow standing at the field's edge. It wore tattered clothes and had a burlap sack for a head. When they looked back minutes later, the scarecrow was gone. Suddenly, they heard rustling behind them and saw the scarecrow now standing in their path, arms outstretched as if ready to grab them. Panicked, they ran and never returned, but locals still speak of the moving scarecrow that haunts the cornfields. Emma and her brother, Tom, were driving through the countryside when their car broke down near an old cornfield. With no cell service and daylight fading, they decided to wait until morning. As the night deepened, Emma swore she heard whispers coming from the field, calling her name. Tom brushed it off, but soon he heard it too. The whispers became clearer, sounding like loved ones who had passed away. Terrified, they locked themselves in the car, but the voices continued until dawn. In the morning, they found footprints circling the car, leading into the corn, as if something or someone had been watching them all night. During a family reunion at their grandparents' farm, Kevin and his cousins were told never to enter the cornfield at night. Ignoring the warning, they played hide-and-seek after sunset. Kevin hid deep in the field and waited, but no one came looking. Instead, he heard rustling all around him, the corn stalks moving as if alive. Suddenly, shadows formed between the rows, and he saw human-like shapes made entirely of corn husks, their hollow eyes staring back at him. He ran back to the house, but the shapes followed him to the edge, whispering in a language he couldn't understand. The family packed up and never visited the farm again. An old urban legend told of a farmer named Sam who disappeared in his cornfield one stormy night and was never found. Years later, a group of high school students decided to explore his land on a dare. As they wandered through the cornfield, a dense fog rolled in, and one by one, they heard the thud of heavy footsteps. One student, Jenny, claimed she saw the ghostly outline of a man holding a rusted scythe, his eyes glowing with a sickly green light. She stumbled back, but when she turned around, the fog had swallowed her friends. The group finally reunited at the road, but none of them could forget the ghostly farmer who still roamed the corn, searching for trespassers.